Exploring Bavaria in Germany is like stepping into the pages of a fairy tale. That's me, Elizabeth, and today I'm in the free state of Bavaria with one of my best friends, actress and singer Mayada Walsh. We'll take a cable car to the top of Mount Walburg.
I feel like if you're afraid of heights, this would not be something you want to do.
Definitely not.
Then join the locals at a traditional German festival. We'll visit a Bavarian farm and then cut the cheese
No preservatives. I'm feeling healthier already.
before sailing away.
I'm wet.
It's going to be awesome, and you're coming with us. So unpack your dirndls and lederhosen and see Germany. Actually, you guys first.
We're gonna just stay here and eat some more cheese.
Welcome to Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World from Bavaria.
Hey guys, today I'm in Bavaria, which is in the southern part of Germany with my friend Mayada Walsh.
Guten Tag. We are here on the water and it's absolutely unreal. I just want to get on a boat because you can rent them and hit the water.
Or eat pretzels,
Or bratwurst.
or schnitzel,
Or strudel.
or go to festivals like right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Let's
Okay.
go.
If you're surrounded by mountains and lakes, dirndls and lederhosen, pretzels, strudel, and festivals, then you're definitely in the European country of Germany. Throw in a few medieval villages and a few of King Ludwig's palaces, and you're in the southern state of Bavaria to be exact. Visiting Bavaria is like walking around in a painting. Yep, it really is that beautiful. Plus, the people are super friendly, and the culture is a perfect combination of traditional and modern. It's kind of like my new favorite place. With a new country to explore, and let's be honest, a whole new language to understand, the right travel partner was key. So my friend Mayada Walsh was the perfect choice.
I was on cloud 9 when Lizzie invited me to Germany. I love Germany and there's a couple of places I haven't been, and she asked me if I wanted to go to these like little villages, and I said yes, absolutely, sign me up, I'm there.
The capital of Germany is Berlin, but each one of Germany's 16 states has a capital too. The state of Bavaria is in the south, and its capital is Munich. Munich is definitely awesome, so we had to see some of the sights there. Then it was on to the land of quaint little villages and summer festivals. And pretzels. Lots of pretzels.
Southern Bavaria is gorgeous. It's actually one of my favorite places I've ever been to on Earth now. The nature there is incredible. These big sprawling mountains with all these trees. There's lakes. The people are warm and friendly. The food is delicious. It's really common to see women, even of my age, like wearing dirndls and guys wearing lederhosen. It's like stepping back into time.
With so much to see in southern Bavaria, we decided to kick off the trip with a cable car ride up one of Bavaria's iconic landmarks. Nothing like a bird's eye view from Mount Walburg to inspire our itinerary.
The cable car ride up Mount Walburg was so much fun. So we are in Bavaria right now, and we're going up the mountain in a cable car.
Yes, looks like a gondola.
Yes, exactly. And I don't know how high we're going, but we're pretty high up right
pretty
now.
high right now.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
We are up so high right now.
We're so high.
I feel like if you're afraid of heights, this would not be something you want to do.
Definitely not.
From the cable car, you have an incredible view of Lake Tegernsee and the Central Alps. And you just keep going up and up until you get to the top.
Now the view from the top is nothing short of epic. It's much cooler up there because we're at a higher altitude and very, very green. And there was this beautiful little chapel at the end, and there were these cows with bells on them.
Wow, this is so pretty.
Yeah, this is Walburg.
Mark Wahlberg, where?
No. The mountain range is called Walburg, and behind us is the best view of the Tegernsee Lake.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and we're actually right behind the Alps, which are right over there.
We should go check it out. Maybe Mark will be over there.
Maybe he will.
Okay, I admit, I was a little confused. It was probably the altitude. The air was pretty thin.
Yeah, I mean, we were hanging out with Mark like all day long. He basically hangs out there all the days he's not shooting movies, so, I mean, we got pretty tight. We're like this. No, we didn't see him.
Once the Wahlberg the mountain versus Wahlberg the actor confusion was cleared up, we had some lunch at the top, walked down to the Wahlberg Chapel, and then met a few cows. So after another epic ride down the mountain in the cable car, we wanted to experience some of the best in German culture. And there's nothing quite like the Lake Festival for that. The Lake Festival is a big summer event, and everyone wears traditional dress. You'll see dirndls and lederhosen everywhere. A dirndl is the Bavarian skirt, blouse, apron, and sash traditionally worn by Alpine peasants. Lederhosen are embroidered suede shorts and bibs worn by Alpine men.
The Bavarian summer festivals that we visited were a blast because everyone from like little kid to adult were wearing dirndls and lederhosen and eating bratwurst and playing all these fun little German games that I'd never seen before.
And all that fun in traditional dress was just the beginning, especially in the food department. Ooh, this looks good. Can we have a pretzel, please?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, looks so good. Thank you.
The German pretzel is enormous. I've never seen a pretzel that large. I don't even know how one person can consume a single pretzel. They're literally like that big.
From oversized pretzels to fish on a stick, for real.
Danke.
How do you eat it?
With knife?
They laughed, but that was a legitimate question.
First,
Okay.
the second step. Over there.
Thank you.
Put it out.
Thank you. What is that, garlic something?
I have no idea. It's actually really good. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
The Lake Festival is like the Oktoberfest in Munich, lasting from morning till midnight. Friends, family, kids, grandparents, tourists all come together to eat traditional food, dance to brass bands, and celebrate with a big party. We had such a blast at the festival, and honestly, we ate so much German food I thought I might pop. The best part? The festival ends with fireworks over the lake. Coming up next, we get down with the dairy cows. And then we get to finish what we started.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good.
Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World from Bavaria will be right back. To find out more, join me online at ElizabethStantonTV.com. You can watch exclusive videos and see behind-the-scenes photos from all my trips. So come on, join me and my friends at ElizabethStantonTV.com. Welcome back to Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World from Bavaria. We've traveled halfway around the world and landed in one of the most beautiful places on Earth, Bavaria, Germany. Mayana and I were having a blast in Bavaria, where we partied with the locals at the Lake Festival and took the cable car up to Mount Walberg, where we met a few cows. Which is how we got invited to one of Lake Tegernsee's local dairy farms.
So we're here with Josef on one of the local dairy farms, which provides the milk and the dairy to the local villages and hotels. And we actually came out to see all the baby cows today.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about them?
Okay, of course. So you can see the small cows behind us. They're about 6 months when they came outside, and of course they're named. The one should be named Bibi, and the one behind, I think it's Rosie. And we use them because they are all girls to get the big cows in the 2 years about, when they can get babies and of course getting milk.
The baby calves were so cute. We wanted to just like hold on to them, but obviously we couldn't.
We learned that all the dairy cows are girls because cows have to have babies before they can give milk.
You can't get the milk out of the big cows without the baby cows, right?
Yeah.
The babies were super cute. I just wanted to pet them. And I was dying to feed them, so I was really excited when Josef said we could.
So, would you want to feed them?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, here you go.
What do we do?
All right.
Do we put it in our hands or?
I don't think they eat out of your hands, so just go to them, don't be shy, and just hold the bucket area.
And we had fun feeding them, and we had our guide dressed in the lederhosen.
It was a total authentic local German dairy farm moment.
She looks pretty big for only being 6 months.
Yeah, they like the food out here. It's very nutritious, and they're getting fatter and fatter.
Can we go see the big dairy cows?
Of course.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
After we fed the babies outside, we went into the barn to meet the big dairy cow moms, and we got quite a welcome.
The cows were very loud. They were very enthused to see us. I can't imagine why they were being so loud for any other reason.
So, what kind of cows are these?
So these are all girls, so they give milk and they make babies.
Okay, and how are we going to be feeding these guys?
So here we have a barn, and every cow gets 2 pieces like this. Just
So 2 big
full.
shovels.
Feeding the cows was an experience. They would like stick out their tongues and like reach around for all the pieces of food, and then sometimes some of them would try to steal food from the others, so I had to make sure that I was feeding them the same amount, like right in front of them.
The cows need a lot of energy to make milk, so we fed them again. Round 2.
Yeah, you can see they really like it.
Moving up the line.
There we go. Their tongues are so long.
It's actually really heavy.
Getting your workout for the day.
Yes.
It was fun. It's a process though. It really is. So I have a lot of respect for the guys who do that every day.
Here you go.
There we go.
Working on a dairy farm is hard work, and we only did it for 1 day. But we later found out that all that labor is definitely worth it, because where there's milk, there's cheese. We visited a special place here called Tegernsee Land Natural Cheese Dairy.
Today we're here with Franz, cheese tasting in the Bavarian Alps, and this is the true meaning of organic. So what do we have here?
Hello, we have mountain cheese,
Yes.
half hard cheese, camembert, soft cheese.
Okay.
We have fresh cheese from this today.
This is from
This
today?
is from today.
Yes. And fresh milk,
How fresh is it?
natural milk from yesterday.
From
Yesterday.
yesterday.
So this was
Fresh milk.
inside the cow yesterday.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I've ever tried milk that is that fresh.
I have not either.
Enjoy.
Cheers.
Franz.
Oh wow.
That's delicious.
delicious.
It's so sweet. I'm not a big milk drinker, but this was the best milk I had ever tasted in my entire life. It was sweet. It was fresh. I actually wanted to have a whole glass to myself.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I've never had milk like that
No,
before.
neither have I.
It's almost like cream, but yet it's sweet.
Should we try some cheese?
We taste
Yes.
Yes, please.
soft cheese,
Sure.
Yes.
camembert. It's 14 days old.
14 days old?
Yes.
Seriously, that cheese was the best cheese I've ever tasted. Ridiculous.
So do you eat it like this, or what do you put it on bread? What do you put it on?
I eat natural this.
Like just like this.
Yes.
That way you get all the flavor of the cheese,
Yes.
right?
Right.
I love it.
Me too.
We should just continue to eat cheese all day,
All day.
all night.
And drink this milk
Fantastic.
the rest of my life.
Everything here is the definition of farm to table. They even have their own garden for fresh herbs and berries.
It smells so good in here.
Yeah, they've got mint and thyme and rosemary.
And look, fresh raspberries.
Can I try one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I gotta pick the right one.
Ooh, that
Ooh,
looks
this
good.
looks good. Oh my gosh, it's so fresh.
How is it? Oh, I bet that's really
It's
good.
so good. Wow.
You can't knock a beautiful valley with happy cows, berries, milk, and cheese. I only have 2 words. More, please. Coming up next, we sail away.
It's really not as hard as I thought it would be.
No.
And check out the land of Bavarian royals.
We can see all the baby fish. All right, well, we're gonna eat more cheese and we'll be right back.
Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World from Bavaria will be right back. Brought to you in part by Popstar Magazine. Visit popstaronline.com for all the latest news and gossip from the world of entertainment. Welcome back to Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World from Bavaria. From the festivals to the dairy farms, there's no end to the discoveries you can make in southern Bavaria. Not to mention lots of adventures. We found some amazing things to do here in Germany, especially around the foot of the Alps, at a place called Lake Tegernsee.
Tegernsee Lake is one of the most magical lakes that I've ever experienced because it sits in the middle of the most quaint town I've ever been in. And there's boats that go through it, and people walk around it and play volleyball right at the edge of it. And we actually got to jump in at one point, and it was cool, and while the sun was setting, it was beautiful.
All right, so right now we are on this beautiful sailboat in the middle of the lake, and we are going to learn how to do some sailing.
We're here with Philip, and he's going to tell us a little bit about sailing.
And I'm going to teach about the basics or the foundations of sailing, principles how the wind moves the boat forward and how to move on the boat so no one's going to get hurt. Everybody's having a good time.
I've been on a sailboat before, and I've had friends teach me how to sail. I'm obviously no expert. I don't think I could go out on my own anytime soon, but it made it a little bit easier for me to understand the terminology that he was using.
I'm adjusting the angle of the sail by looking up the mast with that telltale up there. The arrow points to where the wind is coming from, so this gives me a little hint to how to adjust the sail. So if I let go of it completely, it might start flapping, and you see the boat slows down. We want to avoid that at all the times.
How long did it take you to learn to sail?
Normally it's about 3 days, and that's like the average.
Oh wow, it's
Yeah.
pretty quick then.
Yeah,
So someone could come out here on a vacation and learn on their vacation.
anytime.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and normally people pick it up quite quickly because with these boats they are more responsive than some others. So
One of the first tasks in learning to sail was to adjust the little sail up front called the jib. What?
1, 2, 3, and 4. And watch your head, the sail changes position again. All right.
All right.
There we go. Looks good.
I think we could be pros after 3
Yeah,
days
right?
now.
One of the main things to consider when sailing is the weather. Luckily, it was sunny with a little wind, just enough wind to keep us on our toes.
You just have to be on your feet. You have to be quick on your feet.
You want to have the boat go in one straight line all the time.
okay.
But you can try to like move it a little just
to
to get
see how
a
it
feel
feel-
how the boat reacts to the movement of the tiller. The tiller is this one, and it's attached to the rudder in the back.
How is it?
It's really fun. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Right.
I'll go from here. Whee!
You're natural.
I am. Yay!
This is so fun. It's really not as hard as I thought it would be.
No.
You've been sailing a long time?
I'm 30 years old right now, and I started when I was like 6 or something.
Wow.
It was going really well until I realized that you have to really pay attention when you're learning to sail.
The one in the front, just like
Put
go.
this on there.
No, and to your left, there's the rope.
You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention.
I'd say the biggest challenge for me was just anticipating the wind. And like you have to move pretty quickly as the wind comes, and then you're going pretty quickly, so you have to realize if I'm even starting to get near the edge of the lake, I need to turn.
I'd have to say the biggest challenge of learning to sail was the sail itself.
Keeps hitting me in the head.
I had an issue with my head getting in the way of the main sail. Yeah. But despite the physical challenges, the sailing lesson was a total success, and we had a lot of fun. Bavaria has so many lakes, it was no surprise that fishing has long been one of the main sources of food here in southern Germany.
It's so awesome that everything's so natural, freshly grown and produced here.
Absolutely. Even the fish. We're at a hatchery right now, and back in the day, the river would freeze over and the lake would freeze over, so they weren't able to have fish year-round. So the Duke, one of the Dukes of Bavaria, decided to create this hatchery so that they'd be able to have fish year-round.
So that means I can have fresh fish in the wintertime too?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and if you look over this railing, you can see the fish in their natural habitat, kind of the way it was back in the day.
Wow, I can see all the baby fish.
The hatchery was really neat. I mean, the water is really crisp and cool. Tons of fish everywhere. And they basically created this hatchery so they could have fish year-round. And they still use it today, and they smoke fish, and they sell fish, and we got to taste some, and it was good. When we were down at the hatchery, I noticed that there was this creek coming down into where the fish live.
Well, that's what it used for today, but back in the day, the story goes that a huntsman walked upon a wounded deer bathing in this bath, and the monks noticed all the animals bathing in here to heal themselves, so they started bathing in here. And then the Duke noticed, and he wanted it all to himself to use it for its healing powers, and he would heat it up and bathe in it.
And can you drink the water?
No, there's way too much sulfur and iron in it.
Oh man, that is freezing.
Yeah, it's cold, right?
I can't imagine bathing in that.
Me neither.
The fish hatchery was pretty awesome. You just don't see stuff like that every day. And remember, the fish on a stick from the Lake Festival? That's how they eat it.
Really good.
Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World from Bavaria will be right back. Don't forget to visit me online at ElizabethStantonTV.com. Welcome back to Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World from Bavaria. Southern Bavaria is one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited. From the old medieval villages to the beautiful lakes and the most fascinating culture and customs. I think it's safe to say our trip to Bavaria has just tempted us to explore more of Germany. This trip is too awesome to end.
Southern Bavaria was straight out of a fairy tale, and I know for a fact I'll be back there at some point in my life because it really touched me.
And there's so much more to discover, so join us again for the palaces, the adventures, and definitely the capital of Bavaria, Munich. We had so much fun here in Bavaria. I want to thank my friend Mayada Walsh for coming along with me.
Auf Wiedersehen! I want more strudel.
Me too. Well, I'm Elizabeth Stanton, seeing the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you. Bye!
No
littering.
in the Tegernsee Lake.
That was a close call, guys.